I'm joined by Alison Lee, Marketing and Social Manager of Lasoo.com.au. That's lasoo.com.au, 1SOO. Lasoo is a major product comparison site. So before you go shopping, be it Big W, Myer, Toys R Us, or scores of other major retailers, Harvey Norman, for example, before you do that, it certainly pays. It will pay you indeed to visit Lasoo. Alison, thanks for joining me.
Hi.
Hi,
Thanks for
appreciate your
having
time.
me.
Look, major retailers using online, how many are there? I mean, are they most doing it these days?
Yeah, definitely. I find a lot of the retailers are having an online presence, whether it be either through a website or featuring their catalogues on Lasoo, or even through social media such as Facebook or Twitter and so forth.
Are there generally specials that are able to be seen there on Lasoo that major retailers would be offering? And do you need to go into the store to get the special, or would you be buying online there as well?
Well, we actually find the power of online is that people think it's just buying online, but as I mentioned before, there are websites and blogs and buying guides and even new releases and specials and new season stocks that are released through the news via online channels. So a lot of the retailers that we work with are bricks and mortar retailers, the major retailers like Big W, Kmart, Target, Toys R Us. And what we find is a lot of people like to look at catalogues and their product information before going into store. So we find a lot of people are researching, looking at product reviews or what's new or what are the features, and also the price comes into consideration there before going into store. But we also find that a lot of the major retailers also have online stores, and Lasoo aggregates both their catalogue information and also their online sales and products.
So doing all your research online, making all of those cost comparisons, making a decision as to what you want, but then still going into a retailer potentially to purchase.
Yep, or even their online store. But for us, it's mainly not about price, because with online, we find that if you're purchasing something online, some people prefer to get that product straight away, or they're popping into the shop just in the afternoon, so they prefer going into store. Well, some people prefer saving an extra $1 or $2 by purchasing it online, but they'll only get it in 2 or 3 weeks. So it's really about value and preferences and location and what's convenient for you.
And delivery.
Yeah, exactly.
And delivery, indeed. Now, look, you actually did a survey about time savings on shopping online. How did that turn out?
Oh, we conducted a survey with Nielsen, so very independent, and we actually found that a lot of Lasooers saved over 30 minutes shopping, which is I can think of a lot of things doing with 30 minutes of my time back for shopping. And we also found it's great for people like mums who can't just whip down to the shops when they've got all these kids to look after, or in time constraints, or those who are less mobile, or in regional areas who need to plan their shopping in advance. We found that Lasoo was used a lot for those kind of people.
Now, you actually have a mobile app that will save people time and money.
Yeah, so the Lasoo app's really great because you've got the power of shopping in your hand. We've got all the catalogues and all the product information there. And we find it really helps with people who are going to stores, and no one likes that feeling when you know that exactly what you're looking for is actually in a store just down the road and you didn't know about it. So that's why Lasoo really helps there.
I'm talking with Alison from Lasoo, and Alison is in charge there when it comes to marketing and social management. And it's all a matter of not just being able to buy online, but doing your research online before you potentially buy at a retailer, or indeed, just simply checking everything out and making comparisons between different retailers and finding out the best deals before you head off to the shops or buying from them directly. Now, group buying, what's a group buying site?
So group buying is this huge trend in the last few years where a lot of people like to, browse through what smaller businesses primarily are doing in terms of specials. You can save up to 80% at restaurants, health and beauty items, even magazine subscriptions. So there are a lot of websites doing that, like Living Social, Jump On It, Kudos, Scoop On, name it. It's out there. And Lasoo Daily Deals is actually there to help people navigate through all these different websites. So just like we do with catalogues and product information, we're doing the same thing with these group buying websites where you can search not only what's out there and, whether it be a restaurant or dining, but you can search via categories. So you can search via, if you're looking for health and beauty items, you're looking for restaurants, you can just choose the ones that are relevant to you, even by your city.
So can you, for example, punch in dinner tonight?
Yeah.
And you might find that there is a lot of specials come up with restaurants that particular evening if you're going to dine.
Well, you could have a look at, restaurants in your area that you may not have heard of before, but are actually quite prominent and doing, for example, 70% off dinner. or magazine subscriptions. We've had Vogue magazine on daily deals. One of the group buying sites were doing that, and people could save 60%, 70% on a magazine subscription, including Reader's Digest was there a few weeks ago.
So on a daily basis, you may come across restaurants as being an obvious one, I suppose, where they may not have that many bookings that particular evening, or they've decided that they're going to really heavily discount something on that evening, and you can punch that in and find that, and there's where you go. These sort of like on-the-spot type specials.
Yeah, but normally they're used in a certain period of time, so there are conditions, and I encourage people to read those carefully. But if you're quite flexible for even a holiday, or dining, or whatever you're looking for, bit of beauty treatments, it's great to be able to look at what's available and save a lot of money.
Indeed. Now, do you use these sorts of services yourself? Have you found this to be productive in the sorts of things you'd be looking at buying yourself?
Definitely, especially with a lot of my friends having kids and babies now. I know some of them love, for example, Cookie Monster. And, if you want to look online and see, all the different types of products that Cookie Monster has, bed sheets or pillows or toys or radios, whatever it is, you can search that just by searching it in Lasoo and seeing all the retailers that have different products. And especially with online, there are retailers that are selling unique products or exclusive items to them. So it helps you finding what you want really easily.
So not just that factor of saving money, but also the time saving, saving time saves you money.
Exactly, time is money.
Quickly in the comfort of your own home, being able to determine exactly what you want and where to get it at the best price.
Yeah.
Grateful for your time, Alison. Much appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. That's Alison, who is from lasoo.com.au, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that in a few moments' time, when I'm also going to be joined, indeed, by Mark Kehoe, who is a station sponsor, by the way, and is from, well, you guessed it, Grays Online. Actual auctions and finding the best price, bidding against others to make sure you make savings. David Oldfield, TUE, back with you soon, 25 minutes past 11.